Hey there everybody, I am Scott Stanton. You know me better as the original Tombstone Tourist. And today we are in Hollywood Cemetery. Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. We have been on a 3-week road trek through the whole area. Had a great time with my lovely assistant Karen. And today we are in, when you come in to the Hollywood Cemetery, you will see a blue line on the road. That blue line will take you to all the famous graves in the cemetery, including 2 presidents, the President of the Confederacy, a Pulitzer Prize winner, a dog statue next to a young boy's grave, etc., etc. But it will not take you to Mr. Thomas Wolfe, the famous author and our subject today. Now, Thomas Wolfe is buried in section 31, and he's about 15 rows off of Freeman, or 8 rows off of this back road behind me. So he's kind of in the middle, but he's got this W on the top of his marker, which makes it kind of easy to find. You just look for the W. Now, Thomas Wolfe, if you don't know who he is a famous author, lived and resided most of his life in New York City, but he's from the Richmond, Virginia area, and that's why he's buried next to his parents. Now, Thomas Wolfe is, if you don't recognize him, you'll recognize his look. And he is best known for having he's always wearing a white suit. And the reason he wears that white suit is he ordered a white suit in the summer in New York City thinking it would be cool, but they made it out of too thick a fabric. So he wore it in the winter, and it became his look. He was always dressed in that same white suit, nice colored tie, and red striped socks. So he had a look, which proves once again that you can always wear white after Labor Day.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. I'm wearing white after Labor Day.
Thank you for proving my point.
Okay, well, okay. We agreed to disagree on that. Anyway, so Thomas Wolfe, he originally was given a acceptance to Princeton University. He decided to go to Washington Lee. He later graduated with a PhD from Yale University, so he was a bright man, and he started in the newspaper business, and then he developed his stories, and his way of writing became known as New Journalism, and he was at the forefront of that from the 60s through the 80s. And he wrote about California culture, Ken Kesey and the acid trips up in Oregon. But when he hit it out of the ballpark when he wrote The Right Stuff, a book and a movie that you probably remember about the Apollo astronauts. And then he started writing for Rolling Stone, and he kind of did this serialized, monthly column for them, and Rolling Stone was trying to become more serious journalism. But all his critics and his friends laughed, said, "You don't have another book in you, you're just doing these little articles." He proved them wrong, and he came out with Bonfire, the Vanities. Now, Bonfire, the Vanities, when it came out, it just exploded. And in fact, he was given $5 million for the film rights, which at that point in time was a record. And so he proved all his critics wrong. And you might remember Bonfire, the Vanities. It's starring Bruce Willis, a pre-Botox Melanie Griffith, and Tom Hanks. And how well did this movie do? It ranks 16 on Rotten Tomatoes because the movie sucked like a Hoover. But it was a fantastic book. So if you want to visit Thomas Wolfe, he's in section 31, grave 261, just off the Freeman Road. And I'm Scott Stanton. My job here is done as the original Tombstone Tourist. You have a great day. Thank you very much.